So it's May already. I just celebrated my birthday. I'm 26 now. My room is still kind of a mess. A while ago I decided that the adult thing to do was not to stick up posters with blue tack anymore, but to wait and get frames for them. Except frames are really expensive. I have lots of really cool posters and no frames. And they're not on the wall where they should be. Again, I have this weird sense that I've been laying low. Except when I look back over my diary and see all the things I've done, and look at my Snapchat or my Twitter, the evidence seems to suggest the opposite. In the last 2 months, I have seen Jenny perform a play, been to 4 beer tastings, met Aquaman, he was a little drunk, shot a video for Daniel Dobbs, released an album, put on a gig to celebrate that album, I've made some new friends, and I've worked on a massive Kickstarter campaign for my dad. So once again, I need to remind myself that I am kind of doing a lot of stuff, and shut down that voice in my head that says I'm not. 2 days into being 26, I can tell you that it's pretty good. If it continues this way, I'm gonna be alright with it. My birthday became International Swap Your Face with Bing's Day, which I approve of. Thandy. So the new High Five Spaceship album is out. 2215 came out digitally and on CD and 2-disc edition on the 25th of March. And the response so far has been amazing. Thank you to everyone who has blogged about it, tweeted about it, posted a review. I hope that people continue listening to it and discovering new things about it and sharing it with their friends, because I'm supremely proud of it. Having Briley in town was a lot of fun, and I'm so happy that I was able to facilitate her first international gig ever. If you haven't heard 2215 yet, you can listen to some stuff on SoundCloud. I also recently posted some audio to this channel, and you can get the album on all the major digital stores, Google Play, Amazon Digital, iTunes, or you can support us even more by getting it direct from Hit with Wrench. So this month, I've been up and down between Cambridge and London working on a project called PartPlay. It's a company co-founded by my dad, Steve Bingham, who plays violin, and it's kind of incredible. They've been working on this project for a long time now, and they're finally almost ready to go public. And they just launched a Kickstarter campaign to raise more funding so that they can expand their catalog. How do I explain it? Parplay is a practice companion, a practice tool, a learning device for classical musicians. They've built a website from the ground up and spent weeks and months in a studio recording pieces of music that can be viewed on their proprietary system, where the user is able to mute and solo each performer and mix and match however they like. The idea being that if you're a violinist and you don't have access to the other 3 members of your quartet, you can practice a piece by muting the violin and playing along to the other 3 people. Or if you're in a classroom and you want to follow along to the score and you want to isolate one thing, you can solo that one thing. Instead of practicing your grade piece to some horrible MIDI CD version, you can go and practice it with professional musicians. I've been trying to hold back on the gushing a little bit because I know that most people who watch me are not classical musicians. But there might be a few of you out there who play violin or tuba who think that this is as cool as I think it is. The possibilities for this thing are freaking amazing. You can dissect a piece of music and get inside the composer's brain and see what he was thinking when he was putting the individual parts together. You can learn from professional instrumentalists about how to do particular tricky bits and what techniques they favor. You can watch their fingering and their bowing, and that's fingering apparently. You can watch it close up and learn from it and do not this. You can loop and perform a bit over and over and over again until you got it. And if you know anything about chamber music, you know that a lot of it is about communication with your fellow players. And you don't have that when you're alone, but now you do. And you can watch them watching each other and see how the group dynamic works. And even if you're not a player, you're just an enthusiast, you can listen to the catalog like Apple Music or Netflix. You can experience it, you can get insights into it, you can learn about the music that you love. It's just so cool. It's so cool. It has so many applications. It could be so big. It's so infinitely scalable. It doesn't have to stop with chamber music. It could be choral. You could do choirs. You could do bands. You could do deals with labels and have like rock music and folk music on it as well. Once it gets to critical mass of users, you can just, the sky's the limit. It can be anything. It can be so big. So I've been up and down between Cambridge and London working on that. I put together the Kickstarter, I did all the graphics and the video, and I will link to that in the down if any of you are interested. Please check it out. I think if you're interested in music or education or technology in even the broadest sense, this will appeal to you and you'll see the value in it. This is the only time I'm going to plug it on here, but I urge you to go check it out and support it if you can. Couple other little updates. I've been working on the Patreon, making sure you guys get as much as you can out of being on there. Not only is there a second episode of our long-form podcast style show, Bing and Mandy, and a third on the way, but I've also been uploading Snapchat compilations. I've been having so much fun on Snapchat and keeping you updated on my life that it seems a shame that they disappear after 24 hours. So if you support this channel on Patreon, you get private links to compilations of all my snaps. You get more of an insight into my daily life, you get to see me going crazy and having fun. And I'm going to be testing out a couple more ideas for rewards on there soon. Also this weekend, because it was my birthday, we're having a sale on Hit With Wrench on everything that's mine. My comics, Captain Baculum 1 and 2, my music, wristbands, posters, including old Hayama Draw Your poster stock, which is almost gone, all have massive reductions. As always, they ship worldwide. You can get the digital and CD editions of 2215 at a discount. Oh, and it's mine. So go check that out as well. The link is in the down. It ends Sunday at midnight. I'm gonna go outside now because it's beautiful and I want to check off another thing on my list.